Hey guys, this is Craig from Hardcore Metal Detecting and Cats, and I do metal detecting videos. I've been doing them for years, since about 2011 on Facebook. This is the book Relic Hunter by Howard Crouch, and it's the field accounts of Civil War sites, artifacts, and hunting. And I use this book to find quite a few sites, and I used to know Mike O'Donnell, and he was taking people to this Fourth Texas camp. And later on, there was a 18th Georgia camp, and they were down in Dumfries, right between Basco Creek and Powell's Run. And he was taking people to this Fourth Texas camp, and he wouldn't take me because he was afraid of me. I was always out digging all these guys. But the I decided I wanted to find the Fourth Texas camp myself, and so I got a couple clues in this book, and one of them was there was a guy that was a map maker from Austria, I believe, that was in the Union Army, and he went up in a blimp or a balloon uh, over the Potomac, and he got up high enough where he could see all the camps, and so he drew a map, and so it's in this book here, and that's how I found the Texas camp, and there was a couple clues that I knew where I found out that the Texas camp had been there had been a bulldozer that had been run through it to put up a power line. So uh, also I knew it was right along. It was pretty close to Nabasco Creek, but it was probably about a mile and a half off of Route One. So I remember I was going to go up there, and a friend of mine, uh, well, my brother had a friend that wanted to get into metal detecting, so I let him use I had a white Spectrum Eagle at the time, and I wasn't using it that much for relic hunting, mostly coin hunting, and so I let him use that, and I had the Nautilus, which is a relic hunting machine called the button machine, and so we walked up the ridge, and it was like all these. It was like up and down and up and down, going up this huge hill. And the guy that I was with was he was getting exhausted. And I was a former track star and advanced tennis player, and I was actually a coach and stuff. And so going up and down those hills was nothing to me. I didn't even get tired. But when we got to the top, I was looking around, and I didn't know it at the time, but the Texas camp was to the left. But when I looked up on the right, I could see these cedar trees. It was this huge, giant cedar trees, and they were so packed together you couldn't get your body between them. And I told the guy, I said, "There's a colonial house site right on that hill," and it turned out to be the Wright House. And I ended up finding all kinds of. I found artifacts from three different wars. Um, One of them, the first one was Revolutionary War, and Route One used to be called Gravelly Road, and George Washington's army and the French army had marched down this road to go to Stafford County to this bay area where they got on boats, and then they went down to fight Cornwallis for the last battles of the war when they defeated him. And I found two USA buttons on this particular site when they were bulldozing it. I hunted this site probably for at least 4 years, And when they were bulldozing, it was unbelievable how many buttons I found. Probably found 600 to 900 buttons on this in this area. Um, I got several Confederate buttons in this area. I got one that was a Mississippi Volunteer Corps button, and also got trying to think what other ones I got. Got Georgia's. I got War of 1812 buttons also, and I remember one time I was hunting with my friend Mike, and he had an Explorer XS, I think it was, and I was using the Nautilus, and he called me back and said that I'd walked over a signal. So I went back and checked it, and I wasn't getting anything. I turned the threshold up as high as I could, and you couldn't hunt that way, but I got a scratchy, repeatable signal that I wouldn't have dug. And so he dug down about 9 or 10 inches and popped this beautiful artillery button with the eagle on it. And I was so upset. I was like, he ended up switching to another, he got a Minelab SE, and he ended up selling me the Explorer. Ended up buying one from out in California from Minelab, and that's what I started using after that, and I did really well. So I'll be talking about this again probably in a couple of days, so stay tuned and let me know what you think.